Happy Wednesday, everybody. Again, serious rain out here in Southern California. I don't know. I don't know what to do, man. It's hitting our cars and everything is horrible out there. Tomorrow night we have the Cowboys versus the Bears, but tonight we have man versus bear. I'm gonna watch that. I can't wait to watch. I just want to see what kind of crazy dude thinks they can beat a bear. You know what I'm saying? At anything other than a math quiz. You know, either I'm gonna like the dude or I'm like, dude, you crazy, man. Okay, let's get back to Cowboy versus Bear. This game has me terrified. It has since the schedule release, and just because the weather and their defense. Those are the main two catalysts that had me like worried about this game. But it cooled off a bit during the season when the Bears were playing some iffy football. They hadn't really lost to bad teams. I think the worst team they lost to was like the Chargers or whatever. But they hadn't lost to bad teams, but they haven't looked that great, especially on offense. Rookie David Moore, he's only averaging 3.5 yards per carry. I mean, he's getting better. That Mitch Trubisky hadn't been playing well at all, but he's gotten much better. Last week, I think he passed for like 338 or something like that versus Detroit. And I'm telling you, that scares me before this football game. It really does. We tend to give quarterbacks like Mitch Trubisky on that level, we tend to give them their best game when they play against our defense. Don't know why. Don't know why. Last season, Mitch Trubisky seemed to use his wheels more, and I was like, wow, this Trubisky might be pretty good when he was running for first downs and stuff like that. So I can see him being having like a Josh Allen performance versus us, especially in the cold versus our defense. It would be his running that actually extends third downs outside of David Montgomery's running. The Bears, but their offense, man, if their offense has success versus our defense, I'm gonna be really. I don't think I'll be upset. I'll be hurt. It's just gonna gut me. The Bears are missing a few players. They're missing Danny Trevathan, however you say his last name. Prince Mukamura. I don't know why I can say his last name, but those two guys are probably going to be out. Tyler Gabriel still has a concussion, so he'll probably be out. And tackle Bobby Massey is probably going to be out. As for the Cowboys, we still don't have a Leighton Vander Esch. You know, he wants to make sure that he'll be able to play longer in his career, and I'm good with that. Just stay out as long as you need, just to make sure you can have a lengthy. I think his quote was, "I want to play 10 to 12 years, not 4." So whatever it takes, Vander Esch. The surprising thing was Tony Pollard. Pollard didn't practice yesterday. We're going to need him. We're going to really need him versus the Bears. Also, no Jeff Heath and no Antoine Woods. They were not at practice yesterday. Limited was Michael Bennett. He has a foot. Randall Cobb is back from his little illness. 3/5 of our line was limited yesterday, but that's kind of how it is with Lyle, Zach, and Tyron. Then Darren Thompson also was limited. Byron Jones practiced yesterday, which is good, and Amari Cooper, the only person I'm really worried about. We're going to need a very healthy Amari Cooper, and he did practice yesterday. As far as the offenses go, I would love to see a heavy load of Ezekiel Elliott, but my expectations are limited. Because we do not have a hard-nosed running mentality anymore. We don't have the run schemes that we need to have, in my opinion, to be able to be successful versus teams that can stop the run like the Bears. So we might be running against a brick wall, which some of you guys hate, and B, we just abandon the run too much or whatnot. But I wanted to address something before I go next, because a lot of people are just like saying the craziest stuff. And I watched First Take. My boy Marcus Spears was on there saying almost word for word what I said in that video yesterday. Spears was saying almost word for word about what we were doing, and he was answering some of you guys' questions. Like somebody actually said, well, I'm so sick of saying we can't run because people put 8-man fronts. You don't think the Ravens and the 49ers see 8-man fronts? Are you kidding me? And then the other one, oh, they're playing with the lead, so that's when they run. You play too much Madden. Seriously, the Niners gut you. The Niners gut you and then kill you with play action. I watch the games. I don't go on Pro Football Focus and look at the stats and see whatever percentage and all that kind of stuff, because all that is skewed when you talk about the nuts and bolts of football. If you watch the football game, you see how their run game just guts other teams right and left. And of course they're seeing 8-man fronts. You think they're sitting back and passing, oh, Lamar Jackson's about to kill us with the pass. No, they're going after him. No, they're putting everybody up, especially San Francisco. Oh, Jimmy Garoppolo is going to kill us with the pass. No, they're not standing back in the pass. They're geared to stop that run. They just can't. And that's when you know you got a football team. When you're doing what you do, that's exactly what Marcus Spears says. When you do what you can do, when you do what you do, and nobody can stop you, that's when you headed to the Super Bowl. You don't change. Oh my God, they're doing this, so we got to do that. Too much Madden. Too much Madden. All right. Sorry for the little rant, but if we do abandon the run, or if we cannot run, if we sit running against a brick wall, like Minnesota game, people say, "Oh, you want to be the Minnesota game when we run and lost the football game?" Because we don't know how to run that well anymore. If the team is stopping the run, we don't know how to keep punching them and break through what they're doing and all that kind of stuff. So if they are stopping the run, which they can do, then that's going to lead to Khalil Mack versus our two hurting tackles, which is going to put a limited time on Dak and things of that sort. So that could be trouble. We do have a healthy Amari Cooper, so that makes me feel good. So if we do have a healthy Amari Cooper, in my opinion, we should be fine. But we know how much my opinion counts, because I thought we would beat the Bills last week. So my opinion doesn't mean a word. So that's it. I'll see you tomorrow at the game. I'll probably be back in here watching the game, unfortunately, because it is too cold out there, man. My new Southern California blood can't take this 40-degree weather or whatnot. All right, guys, I will see you tomorrow. And come on, man. Cowboy versus Bear. Let's beat the Bear. All right, peace.